want to.
I dream of it, amongst the wild threads of history and the myriad of paths.
1, 2.
My path saw the Imperium rise from the ashes left in the wake of the Great Revolt. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of the human mind. With that commandment, new avenues of human potential were explored. Mentats, Suk Doctors, Sword Masters, and the mystical Bene Gesserit Sisterhood. But it was the Navigators and their monopoly on space travel that set the conditions for the Imperium. But I am telling you of the universe you already know. Let me describe the one you do not. In this other universe, my mother, Lady Jessica, consort to Duke Leto Atreides, gave birth to a daughter, a girl they named Ariste. Because of her obedience to the Bene Gesserit, Lady Jessica is trained as a truth-sayer. Because of that training, Lady Jessica was able to detect Dr. Yue's deception. Because of the forewarning of his betrayal, House Atreides survived the Battle of Arrakeen. Because of their survival, the Emperor declared a full-scale war of assassins. Because of the war, the Sardaukar were deployed to ensure spice shipments continued without interruption. Because of the Sardaukar, the Fremen were eradicated. There was no Muad'Dib, no Lisan al-Gaib, no Kwisatz Haderach. I see a universe where I, Paul Atreides, was never born. All my visions lead to horror, except this one. This one leads to you.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Yes, we're live, of course, doing the DUNE Awakening again. Yes, yesterday, Wednesday, was a lot of fun. Grace giveaway for Anarchy Online's 24th birthday. And you Adam and Eve it, my God. However, tonight we're back to Arrakis. As you probably can see. Right, let's go to the live screen. There we go. And same. For YouTube. Yes, there we go. Let us log in. I just had a message off Soto Mahoney saying, can I get a bit of access to your bases on your server? Because it's not his main server, so make life a little easier for him. I think I sent an invite last week. Once I decided, oh, sorry, I'll just start a guild. It'll make things simpler. And it did. Have a look. Did he join? Trousers, there he is. He's in Hagar Basin. There we go. Space Quest. Waiting for Space to log in with the new shiny laptop. Hopefully it'll all go well. So I've been busy. I went to the deep desert. I was looking for schematics. Found a lot of these. And a bunch of other stuff. Not so much in there. Got pumps and all kinds of malarkey. Apparently, Mark IV rad suits sell exceptionally well to the desert vendors. So you get less for each one you sell, though? I'm not sure. Like, if enough of them are sold, the value goes down or something. So I've got quite a few unique weapons. So I'm trying a few out as we go. Like, I got that just found in a chest. And then for the uniques, they're all duraluminum or higher in the deep desert, so So we now got Wayfinder helm. Not Wayfinder, that's the one. Syndicate helm. Syndicate boots. Syndicate chest plate. Syndicate gloves. Somewhere here. Syndicate pants, yeah. So we got a full set of Syndicate armor. So Space Quest was asking, probably because they want to get resources and safe places to go.
Sector weather alert.
On the map.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
From the storm, speaking of, here comes one right now. So I'll wait for that blows over. So my base is, this is my Anvil base. So you just rename your base. If you don't know how, it's surprisingly easy. You just go to your Thief unit. No power circuit overload. Oh shit. Hang on. One of my generators went down while I wasn't logged in. Holy crap. That's just wrecked my Ornithopter, I think. No! I didn't realise, actually. Did not notice that there was nothing switched on. Well, that was lucky I noticed when I did. If I'd have logged in an hour from now, I don't know. If it, yeah, I think it affects your base whether you're logged in or not. Like, your base still exists, whether you are on the server or not, your base still is, and if it runs out of power... How much damage have I just done to the vehicle? We're looking a bit damaged. What about this one? It's gone down. Is it the big one? No, that's working. These two. Ah, it was these buggers. Low grade lubricant. Right, okay. I'm so used to having death stills on my server, I keep forgetting to collect blood here. It's kind of important at my low level. Yeah. Wrong machine. It's this one. There we go. Logo. Oh, fuel cells. Okay, let's get a bunch of fuel cells. Make some lube. It's a Diddy party. I know that actually turned out not to be true, but it's still funny. The only nearby one here this week. There were two handy dandy ones last week. Less so now. They're just in a different spot, that's all. There's that one. That's the one I think we just went to, and then there isn't another one till you're over here somewhere. But before there was like two of them over here. So now, well. Still got the water. Alright, okay. I keep going as this thing, you know, maybe I should swap over where they are. Low grade, how can we make 132? Yeah, let's make 60. Yeah, so before I realised my base was in danger, yeah, that's somebody else's base. I'm not sure whose, because they haven't renamed it. As is that one. IC2 had one there, but it's not there anymore. So if we... Where's my map? Oh, yeah, there you go. So we've got a buggy which should be parked near the Cho military extraction facility for farming all the etherite. This is basically where you find 99% of it. It's all here. So we have a buggy parked down there. So you get and you fly down, get in the buggy with its Mark V turret, go mine your erythium, and then swap it across to your ornithopter. And right there is my mining base, which has a buggy in it, to just go around mining all the aluminum, of which there is quite a lot in this neck of the woods. There was kind of more there. There's some around the top of that testing station there. I think I know who that is. I think that's Aeon's. And over here you've got my palace, which I haven't worked on this week. I've been helping Gear get the Storm Guild house into working order, which is kind of cool. And then we've got a mini base here with a buggy in it for Yasmin mining. Over here I think it's Space Quest. And I don't know where Soto Mahoney is. I don't even know if he's built a base yet of any kind. We got so far 40. Yeah, it's those couple that aren't working. Yeah. Yeah, that's where it should be at. It's powered down in 5 days now. That's better. Can I now turn this back on? Yeah, there we go. Not that I can make any, but wow. 7 spies. I used a bunch of spies without realising I would, building this advanced survival fabricator. So you make the Mark 6 stuff if I had enough plastinium to do it. The Litojon Mark 6 carries 20 litres of water. It's quite a bit. And of course, Power Pack Mark 6, I wouldn't mind making that. We need a lot of deep desert kind of stuff there. Although, really, it just the plastinium would do it. Heel kit Mark 6, and then like improvised Holtzman actuators. So you just need these steel plates. I don't know where they are. Haven't found any yet. So, I'm assuming deep desert though, for that level of stuff. We shall have to see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, by the way. Oh, yeah. So I'm faffing about in a minute between this new weapon, the cope. These I picked up to go put away. They're in the shared guild chest up here. So anything I'm done with and don't really need to scrap goes here. So there's a set of mercenary scout gear, which is decent Title 5 armor. These are for Space Quest, these Ornithopter wings. Mark 4s, but they're in perfect condition, so Then I've got a bunch of wire just for repairing the ships and stuff. So yeah. It's all good. Make sure there's nothing in here. I need some aluminum to do some repairs. So we go to the aluminum base. It should have some there, and if it hasn't, we're going to make some. What I'm going to do first is fix the ship. It took a beating. Oh yeah, wires down there. I need to move some of the wire up here. That's full. Right, okay. Yeah, that's from that storm. If you're wondering what happens to your ornithopter in a storm. Actually damaged the cockpit. But not that bit. And the storage. Welding torch 5 about to break. I'll make another. We shall survive. Yeah, that's from the storm as well. There we go. I think I've got a spare welding torch, actually. One of these. Or I did have. Oh. That's done a lot of work because I've not repaired it once yet. And now it's about halfway broke. I think it's dual aluminum to build another one. Yeah. That was your base with the shields down, I saw. Maybe. I just logged in and I'd run out of power. Which is a bit weird. So, let's put this one there. Recycle the old one. Everything else I'm wearing. I can't fix the towel because I haven't got the blueprint. Wait, what? How many welding torches have I got? That one's shiny. Did I have... Oh, right. Okay, I had 2 welding torches. Yeah, that's the other knackered one. Yeah, I'm going to miss the tiles capture rate. Repair... Oh, this is why I need aluminum, so I can repair my stuff. Oh, and this gear is the Syndicate armor, so I've unskinned it so you guys can see it. There we go. Can't see a base for you though. Yeah, from the screenshot you showed me, I'm guessing that's where your base is. On your server. Your base, there's one there. Have you named your base? You know how to name a base. You just click on the console, the subfief, and there's like a pen symbol right at the top. You can see that one. You can see that one. Some of them I already know whose they are, but if you don't put your name on it, I can't tell. It's the Cobalt Paste base. I'll go name it Omni One later. Okay. You all good? Do you need any stuff? Etc. It's the one you were just looking at in Hagger Rift. I'm not seeing it, I don't know. Because once I was looking here, so it's not showing up on there yet. I'll have a look when I get back. Naragog. What do you think is good about this game? Just everything. How much work went into it, how much fun it is to play, the gameplay loop, the world building, the voice acting, the NPCs, the characters, the world spaces, the crafting system. Things that aren't good. Some of the fight mechanics are a bit wonky still, but the traversal in the game is incredible. It's awesome. Just whizzing around on foot even is great. Flying the Ornithopter feels great. You know, there's just so many things I like. The world design, the audio design, etc. Especially early game, the sense of, oh my god, you know, Shai Hulud is coming to get me. Oh my god, I'm going to die of thirst. Oh my god, there's a storm. You know, that constant kind of a threat holds your interest in the game incredibly well. Oh, I need water. Okay. Later game, it's mainly Shai Hulud. That is all I can say. Yeah, the next part of the game is a bit less microinvasion. This is my little mining outpost, and it is 5,000 meters away from the other one, so 5 kilometers. We have any aluminum? We do. Okay. So send that straight to the Ornithopter. There we go. Can we make more, or am I out of water again? Yep. It's always bloody water in this space. I need to get better at managing the water here. How's my inventory? Yeah, we're good. And dudes build a base in the road. Where's my little dude that's usually here to feed my death still? Not here today. Is it MMO? It's multiplayer, not an MMO though. Will do. It is multiplayer, you can have guilds, but it's limited in size and scope. You can play it like it's a single player if you choose to, but there are other players there. That noise, that's NPCs fighting each other. Which is something they do. Different factions fight each other. It's quite cool. And welcome to the stream, Grey Goose. Yeah, I'm just having a fantastic time with it. I've been playing for, well, since June 5th. So almost a month now. I've got about 250 odd hours. Some people have got way more, but you know, I've got a job and a family and whatnot. But yeah, it's definitely a Funcom game though. You can feel it. And trust me, I know Funcom. Drop the blood. Deposit corpse. And leave it cook. Yeah, so this base and this are... Yeah, it should be all of Guild. This base is, anyway. So you can come here and make use of it if you need to mine aluminum, and you can fill that buggy in about 6 minutes. I might have to build a bigger storage for it, because over this way, directly behind the base, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 there. Come back round the base, and then 5, 6, 7, and then this way. A bunch more there, another there. So literally, you do a lap, and you've more than filled it. Lady Sky Cannon. Sorry, Caroline, lurking and chatting on Discord. I know you're one of the vets of AO. One of the many. there's more, a lot more than me. Yeah, so I've got a lot of aluminum here. Maybe I'll take, if I can fit it in. Leave a little bit here. I'll take a 500 stack to the other base. How are we doing on power here? I'm paranoid now. 8 days. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, the crafting system be like twinking in AO. So you want to build something, so you can see there it does all that. But when I can't show you because I've got a crafting station to open. So you need to get the aluminum, mine that, then refine it, then combine it with Yasmin crystals, but for that you need a radiation suit to go get them. Then you combine those two together, and then you need 10 other bits from 10 other places to make one piece of armor. Whole game's like that, but I love it. Yeah, that's all the nodes around here. It's like a gazillion. The Ornithopter massively opens up the game and the game world and makes transversal effortless almost. I mean, if you're flying along and you get a storm alert and your vehicle's got cargo of any kind, any items in its inventory, it can't be stored. It's got to be, you've got to put down in cover. And just while we're out and about, go to 10 o'clock over here. But MMO? No, not an MMO. So the first part of the map you get to is right down here. So all of this is one server. And then the Deep Desert, Arakeen, these other places, which are huge, much bigger than this, they are shared by a bunch of servers from that region. Guild size is 32 players. This is my vanity project over here that I'm working on. That's why it's got scaffolding out in the front. The original plan was to build from that tower of rock to this one, but I kind of couldn't quite do it. That's why it's got the grand entrance, because it was going to be a staircase down to here and a landing pad over there. But yeah, I might yet be able to do it, but I'll have to move the sub-fief and build a separate sub-fief on the other side to get it to link, which I'm not about to do because I've spent too much time building the rest of it. So this is the base. It is essentially a box, but it's an interesting box. And what I will eventually do is I will move all my stuff from the other base over here, so I'll break it down, put it in the assault ornithopter. So I'll have all my crafting stuff over here. So we'll have, you know, garment, weapons, recycler, a couple of death stills, another thing there. Back here I'm going to have the advanced machinery and stuff, and then all the chests. You can see I've got a couple of chests there. All the chests are going to go over this side for resources. The power supply is buried at the moment. It's all under here. I'm going to do a stack of these because it's nice and quick and simple. Then they take up a lot of space for the amount of power they generate. But it's easy. You don't have to go to each one to refill it, which is a thing. You just come up here. See, I've got 20 hours refuel generators. No, I haven't got any. So what I would normally do, I'm going to do that in a minute. Juggling 3 bases, you've got to pay attention. Your base is now Omni 1 HQ. Okay, see if I can find you then. Oh, yeah, that is your base. Yeah, I was looking at a base here, which isn't yours. Yours is there. Yeah, we'll fly by yours in a minute. Yeah, I need to get a bunch of fuel cells. But before I do that, I'm not going to be able to carry the amount I can mine at the mining base. So I'm going to go back to the first base, dump the aluminum, do some repairs, set the aluminum going in the ore refinery. Then I'm going to go back to the mining base, mine a couple of batteries, then ferry that back to that other base and refill the power. Yeah, you'll find yourself flying to the wrong area otherwise, won't you? Yeah, the game, I mean, if you look on the YouTube stream, that's at 1440p 60 and also much higher bitrate than Twitch allows. And with that, you can really see just how, like, look, footsteps. And then if you watch them, the wind blows the sand and fades them. Same with the ornithopters. They vanish nearly straight away because you're a helicopter taking off, aren't you? Max GPU says, yeah, I am, but I have got a 4080. So here I am. Gamma I would normally have at 2.1. That's correct for the monitor. But for streaming, I have a 2.2 just so people can see what's going on. Motion blur is off by default. VSync's off because I've got G-Sync, so I don't need VSync. Unlimited frame rate because I'm using FrameGen. You've got ultra-wide hardware cursor, can show or hide the hotbar. There's a lot of customization, to be fair. And then graphics, full screen windowed, upscaling DLSS. You have to enable that. But then resolution scale 100%, so it's not actually scaling, it's just on for FrameGen, and then DLA, Deep Learning Anti-Aliasing. And Reflex puts itself on when you do that. I've tried that. They do look slightly better, but it tanks your frame rate. And then lumen, reflections, low end, view distance, everything on ultra. So it's pretty much as good as you can get it without going to higher resolutions, I think. So I'm just going to fly to Soto Mahoney's base on the way to mine because it's just across the way. Obviously you save a ton of fuel by gliding in the ornithopter. So you just climb, hit vulture mode, and then you just you glide for kilometers. Oh, you built your base next to that, yeah. If you faction up through Harkonnen, the guild is a tradies, so it will auto kick you. Is this you down here? I had seen a base down here ages ago. I don't know if it's the same one. Yeah, I thought someone had built a base here because it was near the carbon rocks or something. Because there used to be one that spawned in that corner. I think it's now granite or something. This isn't it. No, this ain't your base, am I at the... Oh, you're down there, okay. Some other dude's base, not yours. Ah, you're down here. Oh, you're on the sand, dude. I know it's safe sand, but you're on the sand. Oh yeah, it is safe sand. I guess that's fine. Hey, there he is. There's Mr. Mahoney. Got everything going on. It's a good little for a first Hagger base. It's a pretty bloody good. It's probably better aligned. What FPS am I at? Oop.